Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hey Man. I'm Josh.
I'm Jacob.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. What's up?
Nothing, dude. You good?
I'm good. I feel great today.
Good. I want to jump right into, man. And thank you all for joining us and being here. And just we appreciate all of you and allowing us to do this as a job is just so amazing. So thank you all so much. I just want to jump right into the fires. And was that your neck?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
The fact that I could hear that in my headphones is a horrible muy.
I did it into the mic so you could hear. What's worse, that or me drinking?
You drink.
Speaking of,
No, let's get into this first.
wait, can we just real quick? I have a Celsius right here, which is my new favorite
Yes.
thing of all time.
Yes.
And I want you
What
to,
is Celsius?
it's an energy drink. It's a 0 sugar, 10 calorie energy drink. And this thing has 270 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, that sounds like too much.
Nah, I'm good.
How
He
many?
says the dude who's drank 8 espressos in 4 hours.
How? Well, how
What are you
many?
talking
How
about?
much caffeine is in one espresso shot?
I think this is equivalent to like 2.5 cups of coffee.
Oh yeah, I had that more than that before 6 a.m.
Exactly. So shut your face. All right.
Yeah.
There's no.
Wait, well,
it,
but
it sounds like a lot, but in a day you drink more caffeine than I do 100%.
how many grams
Well-
of caffeine in one shot of espresso?
You want to find? You want to guess? Let's do a game. Let's play a game.
Okay,
You-
I have no point of reference, so I'll say 80
How many
grams.
milligrams of caffeine? Wait, does that say 300 in this? No, 270 milligrams.
I'm going to say 80 for a shot of espresso.
You're saying 80 for a shot of espresso.
Yeah.
Huh. A lot less than I expected.
How many?
1 fluid ounce of espresso is 64 milligrams.
So, right, which means a cup of coffee is about 70 also, right?
Yeah.
So right now I have already had not that much, 280 grams.
Great. I'm about to match you with this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
It worked out. So this is what we're going to do real quick. Well, you say you're really good at making the opening sound for when a can opens.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
And we've never had a can right in front of us to test it and compare. So you're going to do your noise and then I am going to open this.
Okay. Here's what I would say. Either you're going to give me 3 different ones. I get 3 options.
Sure.
Or you're going to do it once and then I get to match it.
No, you get to do your...
Because it feels like I have it in my brain what I think it sounds like, but I think I could probably match it better with my incredible skills of hearing things and being able to have that sound come out of my mouth.
Okay. For those of you listening and not understanding, he is being 100% sarcastic because he's terrible at that exact thing that he just described. Would facetious...
For sure, facetious is the right word.
Okay, cool.
But
Just wanna
why
make sure.
do they have to be listening and not watching?
Well, some are listening and some are watching.
But you think the people who are listening don't understand that I'm being facetious?
I don't know.
And why do you
pretty
think
confident in that?
Why do you think the people watching know? Don't you think that I'm a good actor and I can change? I'm like the ultimate. I don't know what I was trying to say.
You're doing great.
I need another cup.
I was going to say those caffeine milligrams are not doing you any good over.
Yeah, dude. All right. So which one do you want to do?
You're going. Yeah. You're going first.
Okay.
For sure. So you can
okay.
do as many as you want and pick the one you like the most.
No, because I don't know which one I like the most because I haven't heard the sound in a while.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it your way.
Okay.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Yeah. Go.
I'm gonna open this and then he's gonna do it.
Or here's what okay.
Or how about we don't tell anybody and we do it and they pick which one it is.
Okay. That's for the people listening.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. You did it so slowly. I can't do the sounds. You just got to do the.
That's not how that works, though.
Yeah, you went.
Hold on, Matt, am I the only one? Is when you open it, you let it sit not sit, but you let it air go out and then you open it?
No, because if you let the air go out, then you don't get the. That's the air coming out, dude. You went. Which
That's
I
how you
can't
open
do.
a can.
No, you just.
No, it's not.
Yes, dude. Why would you let the air out first?
Because I don't want it to explode everywhere. You let it chill for a
Why
second.
is it exploding? What are you shaking it up before you open
No,
it?
some are a little more shaken than others, like in
What?
transport and whatnot. I don't want to get Matt's equipment wet.
But dude, that's the science. That's the noise that's the air coming out. You let that noise is gonna fucking kill me. But that you messed up the entire experiment.
Match it.
I can't match that.
Exactly. My point proven. Point one, Jacob. Next question.
That is so frustrating. Yeah, he didn't open the can correctly.
Yeah, I did.
Who does a slow burn can opening?
Everybody I've ever met.
Zero people.
All of the people.
Zero.
All of them.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
People.
How much you want to bet?
You want to? What do you want to bet?
If we post this, when we post this, I'm telling you, there are going to be zero people who slow.
You're telling me everybody's like a barbarian and just
It's
straight
not a barbarian, dude. You just open the fucking can.
Why
is
one
that
motion?
Yeah, that's not barbarian.
When it might be fizzy, you want to open it.
If you open it with your asshole, that might be barbarian.
You got to let the air out first in case it explodes.
Dude, you're not.
In case it explodes,
Why
you have to be
would
careful.
it explode?
I don't know. Some are more volatile than others.
Then just tap the top.
No,
That's exactly. You tap the top
doesn't do
first.
anything.
Oh my God. It totally does
Just
go
zero.
gunk, gunk.
Zero. That's the sound that makes.
Well, it goes click, click. Gunk, gunk, click, click. I can't do that sound, but I can if you open a fucking can correctly.
Nah, I opened it correctly. Your sound just isn't correct.
No wonder you didn't think it was right. If we post this, when we post this, if you make that fucking drinking sound, when we post this, honestly, do you think more people are going to side with me or you?
I think more people are going to side with me when it comes to opening a can, not just go.
That's definitely not what it sounds like. No wonder you don't want to.
You sound like Joe Diaz right there. No wonder you don't want to.
Listen, dude, you are so wrong. I can't believe that I raised you and you opened a can like that.
Oh, that's how we're basing how you raised me? Is how I open a fucking can?
Yeah, dude.
I feel like it should be a lot of different things. Like maybe my drug addiction is how we judge you.
That hurts my feelings more than the cocaine. That is like so foreign to me. That's like
That is
somebody.
ridiculous.
That is like somebody. It's like an alien who came down. At least who comes down and doesn't know how to open a can and is scared every can's going to explode.
Just being cautious.
For fucking what?
So
Cautious.
there's a lot of equipment near us.
Okay, let me just make sure. So you're being cautious about opening can, but not about snorting strangers' cocaine
It was never strangers' cocaine. It was my cocaine.
that you bought from a fucking stranger.
Not always a stranger. Only a stranger the first time. After that, he's not a stranger. He's the guy who deals me cocaine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. Look,
Seems like a weird place to have caution.
Look,
Opening your Celsius,
Guys.
but not snorting cocaine.
drug dealers are only strangers the first time you meet them. After that, they're your friendly. They're your neighborhood friendly drug dealer, like Spider-Man. Except he doesn't save lives. Sometimes he takes them. Next question.
It's not- By the way, there's been no questions.
Yeah, that's why. Next question. Exactly.
I haven't even asked the question.
First question.
Thank you.
There you go.
Wow. I'm shook that's how you open every aluminum can.
Yeah.
Shook.
Yeah, like sometimes the can is, so I don't want it to explode.
Why
Shook,
is it
right?
shook?
You know what I mean? I
It's
don't want-
not
like,
shook.
How do you know when I bought it from the gas station? How do you know they didn't shake it in transport or like it got shaken before I got put on the
Do
shelf?
you think it stays shook? After a bit, it settles down, dude.
But I don't know when it got put on the shelf.
Dude, how long have you had it?
I got it today. I got it
that's-
right before I walked in here.
Did you buy it? By the time you get here, it's not shook anymore.
It might have got shaken in the car when I was driving 10
Do
feet.
you drive do you drive
No,
like
but
you're
it's it.
jerking somebody tall off?
Dicks and farts, Josh Wolf.
Nah. But I didn't say dick. You did.
You said jerking off someone tall. Jerking off relates to somebody's dick.
Maybe.
No, stop it. You can't hide from this allegation.
Dude, you're not using language very well today.
Allegation? That was used correctly. I used facetious correctly as well.
You did.
I think I'm actually pretty good with my vernacular right now.
Not an
Thank you.
allegation.
It could be an allegation. Dicks and farts is all you talk about is an allegation.
Define allegation.
Your mom. I don't know. It's alleged. It's alleged that you like to talk about dicks and farts.
An allegation is somewhere that
Someone's accusing you.
a family of alligators go to
That's
take
not
a little
true.
break.
I know that. That's not true. Was it
Total
is it
true.
accusation?
They go
is the
on
word
an
I was looking for?
allegation. They go to a different pond. It's a little allegation. They chill out. Allegation.
Spell it.
ALLEGATION.
Oh, you didn't want to go. You didn't want to go with alligator and spell it ALLI. Damn.
Yeah.
Fumbled the bag.
Fumbled the bag.
Welcome to another episode of me teaching Josh Wolf what slang terms means. Fumbled the bag. Fumbled the bag. You want to take a guess at what fumbled the bag means?
Fumbled the bag means you dropped the ball.
Sure, but like fumbled, yeah, you fumbled the bag. Like, how do I put this? Like Deshaun Watson has fumbled the bag because he's, he got paid all this money, but now he's never going to play football ever again.
Did he fumble the bag? He sounds like he's just getting paid for not doing any work.
Yeah, but also he's ruining his career because he's a rapist.
He blew out that's not why he ruined his career.
Well, it should be why he ruined his career.
It should be,
Well,
but he got paid $250 million after he got accused.
I thought it was before.
No, after. He got the contract after.
What is wrong with the NFL?
Dude, it doesn't matter. The NFL is a business. Can you help me win games? And the answer to that was no, clearly.
Yeah, because he's terrible.
Okay. Let's put past how poorly you open aluminum can. I've never seen anyone not open that well.
That's exactly how I've seen everyone open a can.
Name one other person who opens it like that.
Reilly definitely does. My buddy Eli, Evan, Rich, anybody I know.
No, not true. None of them open cans.
You want me to call Reilly right now?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yep. Call Reilly right now. Put him on speaker.
I plan on it. Hold on, let me call.
How are we going to ask the question first?
I'm going to ask the question and say, how do you open a can? Do you go one fluid motion, or do you open it, let the air seek out for a sec so it doesn't explode, and then crack the rest of it, which is what I did.
Yeah, it's so silly. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, before I call Riley, you want to guess what his name on my phone is?
Ginger.
Gravy Slut.
Gravy Slut. That's my nickname in high school. Put it right up in the speaker.
Oh, it is. I hope he's not at work. Oh, no, he said he was going to be on Xbox today during the day, so I think he's off work.
It's such a ludicrous.
Well, howdy do.
Hey, buddy. So, I'm on the podcast right now.
Hey, Reilly.
Yeah, my dad says. Yeah. Okay. So I have a question for you.
Let me ask it.
No, you stop it.
You're gonna lead the witness.
Yes, this is my friend. I'm calling the witness to the stand. I get to ask the question.
Do not lead the witness.
I am the prosecutor here. You relax over there, okay?
Does he know what he's in your phone as?
Yeah. Yes, Reilly. What are you in my phone as?
Captain Grapefruit.
No.
Whoa!
No, I'm in your phone as Captain Grapefruit.
What?
Yeah. What are you in my phone as?
Gravy Slut.
See, he knows.
That is bananas.
Yeah.
My nicknames are so different nowadays.
Okay, so
yeah, we were just like, "Hey, retard."
Yeah.
You guys are like Mr. Grapefruit.
Okay. Here we go. Riley, this is the question. How do you open a can? Any can, okay?
No, not like a Campbell soup can,
like a drinking can. Like if you were gonna open it, okay? I opened it. How do you open a can?
No, yeah.
Do you open it in one fluid motion, or do you crack it, let the air seep out so it doesn't explode, and then crack it?
Oh yeah. So it's kind of a two-parter for me. Like I crack it, in case it's done shaking or whatever, let a little bit of the air escape and then go the rest of the way.
Okay, but does it matter where you get it from, or do you always do it? Do you do it when you get a drink from your house, when you're out? Like, do you always do it that way?
No, if it's at home and it's in the fridge, I'll just go one fluid motion.
Thank you. And Reilly, tell me something. What noise does that make when you open one fluid motion? Thank you.
That was not at all what yours sounded like.
Yeah.
Do yours.
Mine is.
Well, this is what my dad does. This is what my dad does. Hold on.
One fluid motion, Reilly.
That's not close.
That's pretty solid.
You're right. You're supposed to be on my team here. What are you doing?
Thank you, Captain Grapefruit.
No. Yeah, but so it's a two-parter for you, yes?
The sound, yeah, definitely.
But also when you open it, not minus at home. You other than that, like
what do you mind? You say all the time, no matter where.
I do it all the time.
Just in case somebody snuck into your refrigerator and shook up your Celsius.
I don't know. Sometimes they just explode.
No, they never just explode.
They're volatile. Riley,
No,
I appreciate
they're
your
not.
input. Thank you so
Thanks,
much. I'll
Riley.
talk to you later.
Golly.
So I feel like we both won on that one because he said,
"Am I listening to Captain Grapefruit and
No,
Mr.
I'm Captain
Gravy Suck?
I'm Captain Grapefruit. He's Gravy Slut.
Gravy Suck?
Do you want to know the stories behind these? Okay, they're not that bad.
Okay.
I was in. So his name is Gravy Slut because we were in London in 2020, and it was like 3 a.m. The only thing open near us was a KFC, and so he hopped on a bird scooter. He went and got a KFC, but he came back with a 14-ounce side of gravy.
Wow.
And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "I like gravy," and I go, "You are a slut for gravy, apparently." And Gravy Slut was born.
Okay.
Captain Grapefruit. There is a video. Have you other people might get this. You probably never seen this. Have you ever seen the video of the woman trying to teach other people how to give head with a grapefruit?
What?
I wish this video was still on the internet. This video,
It's not on the internet anymore?
it might be actually, but it is the funniest fucking video. I'll send it to you.
Why don't we pull it up right now?
Okay, you want me to try and find
I
it?
will have Matt pull it up while we're talking about something more important.
I don't even know what I would search, Matt.
I Google blowjob lesson with grapefruit.
Yeah, and then I'll
I don't know who she's been going down on, but that feels like a lot, and that a grapefruit. And again, I don't know what other people's dicks look like, but I've never seen one that looks like a grapefruit that's healthy.
No, it's not. You're thinking about it wrong. You're thinking about it wrong.
How could I be thinking about it wrong?
You got to use the grape
As nuts?
as a fleshlight.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Well,
so like literally like it's the grapefruit is like an additive. I don't know. It's like something extra on top of it
okay.
to help with it. It's like a
Okay.
like a terrible twofer.
All right. Is it on there? Okay.
I like how the only thing, the hilarious that he pulls up and all of the links are just porn websites.
Yeah, of course. We said blowjob and grapefruit. Something's coming up.
That's not what I saw. I saw it on Instagram.
Dude, there is 100% a porn star named Grapefruit somewhere. Let's talk a little bit.
I think that's the first time we've had somebody as a call like on the podcast.
For sure. Let's talk a little bit about the fires and the devastation happening in Los Angeles. I first of all want to say that the outpouring of well wishes and the generosity that I know that has been headed to LA has been pretty amazing. And as usual, most of the country, as usual, when something happens bad in America, most of us band together.
Right.
I would say this is the first. So thank you to everybody. This is
LA's, we don't live there, but LA is our home.
Yeah.
Like that's where we grew up. It's like where my whole life started.
without a doubt. This is the first natural disaster that I can remember where there have been people not wishing well.
Yeah.
I've been so blown away by the fuck them, they're rich, by the, let those liberals burn. All that stuff has been so alarming to me.
Yeah.
And first of all, guys, the fires have affected rich and poor.
Yeah.
It's not just one. The people I know people like the people in Palisades are rich. Some of them are. Some of them are just 80-year-old people who bought houses in the 70s, and they just happened to luck out and buy a house in a community that ended up being a place where wealthy people lived.
Yeah.
The Altadena fires, definitely not rich people.
No.
Definitely not.
Not
rich
at all.
people. But even if it was just rich people.
Yeah.
The idea that rich people aren't allowed to be sad. Dude, on a much smaller scale, we've had to move out of a house and leave everything behind.
Mm-hmm.
Not on a smaller scale, meaning less stuff. But our house didn't burn down, but we did have some things in the house that were super hazardous. And we were just advised, treat it like a fire and leave everything there so you don't take any of that shit with you.
Right.
I literally walked out of that house naked, leaving everything behind in the house and starting with 0 possessions. You remember that?
Yep.
0 possessions. I walked out in my driveway. I put on sweatpants from Target, a hoodie from Target, shoes from Target, got in our car and literally started over with 0 things
Right.
at age think
50.
it was pretty crazy. So I'm very sympathetic. The difference is I kind of had a choice. I knew it was coming.
Right.
I had a chance to prepare mentally for it. Guys, even if these people are rich, you think about what's in your house. It's your life. It's your memories. It's your family heirlooms. It's things that from your grandparents or from your parents if they're passed away, from your kids, artwork, things that you picked up over your life that mean things to you that you've brought from house to house, that you wanted to hand down, that define who you are, that have your memories and your life in them. Gone. This is a whole town. The Palisades is not coming back.
No. There's nothing to, it's a whole rebuild.
I can't even imagine how you rebuild an entire town like, I mean, I don't know enough to know how long that would take, but I know in LA permits are difficult.
And building, it takes forever because there's so many people.
I know insurance is difficult. Those streets are so thin.
Yeah.
Who gets to build first? How do you get, if you have 12 contractors building houses on the same street, in those small streets, how long does it take to get everybody up and down the hills? All that stuff. Plus getting insurance people out there. I don't even know. But when people fuck the rich people or they're all rich, it would be like me saying what happened in North Carolina. And by the way, I'm very sympathetic for the people what happened in North Carolina and them feeling forgotten. There's still thousands of people who are living out of FEMA tents, and those are being taken away by the government, from what I understand. But it's possible for two bad things to be happening at the same time.
100%.
It's also people are directing their anger towards the people who live in California. It's not the people in California's fault that whatever aid they're getting. It's not their choice.
It's also like you can't be mad at a city coming together because in North Carolina they did as much as they could, but in LA a lot of LA wasn't affected, so a lot of the community of LA is giving back to their city, and because it's homegrown, not homegrown, but it's there. It's what's next to them. It's the easiest way for them to give back is to grab their stuff and go. So
entire town, Asheville, North Carolina was wiped out.
100%.
Entire towns in North Carolina wiped out. So I completely understand feeling angry and I understand the emotion, but it's misplaced.
100%.
It's misplaced. But in generalizing the people in Los Angeles like that would be like me saying from LA when that stuff was happening in North Carolina, fuck those racist Trumpers. I'm not helping them.
Yeah.
That's a crazy generalization
100%.
to say about a group of people just because they live in a certain region. And even crazier to somehow curse them for having a different belief than me and thinking they don't deserve humanity, grace, compassion, help, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's such a bummer. It's such a bummer that we're in a place, not only that, where there's plenty of time for blame, everybody. If Gavin Newsom and the mayor are at fault, let's get them.
Sure.
If the government is at fault, let's get them. But the fires are still happening. Let's take whatever that energy is and let's find a way to put the fires out and help people. And then after that, if people were negligent in their jobs, if the city was negligent, if the state was negligent, if the federal government was negligent in some way, let's hold people's feet to the fire. But doing it now, during the crisis, is such bullshit to me. And to hear people from out of state just pile on the libtards or the fucking whatever. These are human beings
who are losing everything.
Yeah, dude. This is 100,000 people are in evacuation. 80,000 more are on warning. And these fires are not close to being put out.
No.
I have always believed that tragedy, unfortunately, a lot of times brings out the best in people.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember, you don't remember, but after 9/11, dude, the feel walking around streets, you felt human. You felt humanity in a way with other people. Strangers hugging each other, dude, feeling vulnerable and like you needed to connect.
Right.
And I know that's happening in Los Angeles right now. But the fact that somehow we can't find it in our hearts as a people fuck it. By the way, say you hate the libtards. What about the animals? What about the wildlife?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, there's other things you need to think about. I think California produces something crazy, like 30% of the produce, the fruit.
Oh yeah, something nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
The chemicals that are in the sky are about to get rained down into the soil of the fruit and vegetables that you eat. California's economy affects the entire country.
Yeah.
So even if fuck California and fuck the libtards and whatever, the movie stars, and by the way, I totally agree. Would you stop putting out articles, 30 celebrities whose houses, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
And by the way, they don't want that either.
No, not at all. They don't want to be blasted online for their house burning down.
Let them fucking deal with it how they deal with it too. You know, somebody get mad at Jamie Lee Curtis when they were like, she doesn't seem upset that her house is burning down, probably because she's got 4 of them. Who gives a fuck? By the way, who gives a fuck? There are so many just people who are affected.
Yeah.
I find it's such a bummer. It's such a bummer.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm going to give my entire check this week to some charities down in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give my entire check next week to the people in North Carolina.
Say less.
I'm gonna do that also. And I'm really curious if anybody has any ideas. I have over 1 million Hilton points that, I was like, I'm going to save these up and take your mom on a bomb ass vacation. But I feel worse and worse about saving up for a vacation
when there are people who don't have a home.
Yes. Who can't stay places. So I would love to figure out how to reach out to Hilton. I have over 1 million Hilton points. And what I would love to do is figure out a way to get in touch with Hilton and maybe other people who travel a lot and see if we can donate it
or like accumulate a bunch to use it
and donate it to people who need housing. Now I know Airbnb has been really cool with people in LA. I don't know what the situation is in North Carolina, but I would love to be able to donate this and keep it going throughout the year for disaster, for people who've been displaced. Now the problem is I don't know how you would, I don't know how you would disperse the points. I don't know who would be in charge of all that. I'm not a good enough person to organize that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not good enough, but that's not my skill set. But I think we could get a bunch of people together to donate their points. And I think the amount of points I have at at one of their true hotels is something crazy. It'd be something like 65 nights.
Oh, dude.
All right. And so, if we could get Hilton maybe to match points, but let's do what we can, man, for these people. And I'm as I get older, the idea of being in service is so much more important to me. So yeah, my heart breaks, man, for LA.
Yeah, no, for real. I have a lot of, I had one of my best buds, Kian, his family had to evacuate.
Yeah.
He's in Utah now, so he's good, but his family had to evacuate. And
your Uncle Danny?
Uncle Dan had to evacuate. Reilly, who we just talked to, he's in Sherman Oaks. He's pretty close to it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Evan, Buddy McKay was in the danger zone like 3 days ago last time I talked to him. Rich is out here in Vegas now, but Rich texted me. He goes, "Hey, if I'm in Vegas and my apartment burns down while I'm in Vegas, can I live with you guys?" And I was like, "Absolutely, dude."
Yeah.
Like I've already, me and Iman have already told everybody and like anyone, like, hey, no matter how many people it is, if it's a safety issue and you need to leave and need a place to go that's not in LA, come to us.
Yeah.
We have a big enough house. We'll get air mattresses. We can house people. Like if everybody
No
needs
fucking in the living room.
nope. If anyone needs a place to be and needs to get out of LA for health reasons, for safety reasons, to come find us, because we're absolutely blessed enough to be able to have a big enough place to house people, if the time ever comes. So we've reached out to everybody.
Yeah, man. And I've sent it out to people also. But compassion and grace, guys. Compassion and grace. Lead with it. It's so it's so much easier.
Yeah, it just is absolutely baffling to me. Like, I'm not going to get political, and I know this is not a political podcast. It's not what we do here, because it makes it way more fun when we don't talk about politics. But the fact that some people in this world, you would look at others and say, I hope that you burn and the rest of your shit burns because of who you voted for and what you believe in, is fucking baffling to me. The fact that as a humanity, we can't get to a point to where we can't just respect one another no matter what, like despite differences. Like there's still parts in the country that where, people are looked at differently for being a different skin color, which is fucking wild. And that's happening in a lot of places around the country, in probably every state, in different cities. The fact that we can't even just look at people and say, okay, you voted for that person, I voted for this person, we have different beliefs, but look, there's a fucking city on fire. And it doesn't matter who's there. The fact that there's a city on fire and you are wishing death upon people is fucking baffling.
By the way, man, it is interesting because when the hurricanes go through Florida, I never hear anybody say boo.
Or Florida, dude, Louisiana has been hit every single year.
Never hear anybody.
Katrina.
I don't never hear anyone say boo.
No, you know what we all do? We all come together and notice that your city or this state needs some fucking help.
But by the way, I would say this also, man. Speaking of Katrina, and people in North Carolina and Maui, I understand them feeling forgotten. But we are in a news cycle society.
Yeah, but be mad at the government.
We're in a news cycle society where it's hot and then it's it's something else new. But you go back to Katrina, dude, there's still some neighborhoods in Louisiana that never recovered.
Zero.
And like, there is no doubt that is a huge miss with the way we have things set up here. That once you're out of the news cycle, you're out of people's mind and eye view.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big bummer. And so like I said, I understand the people in Maui and North Carolina being bummed out about California, them seeing that they feel forgotten. But we're in a news cycle society. We also, when they're like, well, social media is only pushing Los Angeles, and they didn't push North Carolina the way they pushed Los Angeles. This is true, but not because of social media, and not because people hate poor people, and not because libtards, because there are so many more people in Los Angeles. So if you're talking about, it's not about even that. You're talking about what they see on social media, right? There's so many more people in Los Angeles than there were in Asheville, North Carolina. There's so many more people in Los Angeles that have bigger platforms than the people from Asheville, North Carolina. There are so many more people who have spent time in Los Angeles, spent time with their career there, who have a bigger platform than the people of North Carolina. It's not like people don't like these other places. This is just something that affects them more and they're living in. And so that's why it's all over your social media. It's also lasting so much longer,
Yeah.
So, but I understand it, man. News is also entertainment. And so what's going to get people to click? Who are the people that are getting people to watch? That's why they're focusing in on the celebrities and all that shit. But guys, don't let that get in the way of your humanity and your compassion and your grace for other people and the pure destruction that this fire is having on millions of people. And just remember, guys, even if you hate the libtards, California, that economy affects the entire country.
Yeah, 100%.
So even if you hate them, you like you, right?
Yeah.
So Let's pray. I don't say pray because I don't pray.
Let's just keep LA
Let's
in our
just
thoughts.
yeah,
How
just
about that?
send positive vibes and just don't be an asshole.
You know, the one thing though, I will say that does semi frustrate me about what's going on. There are some celebrities who are trying to. Okay, Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah.
Obviously, like pretty sure her house is gone. Kim's house is gone.
No,
Like,
they're in Calabasas. Their
Oh,
houses aren't.
I thought they had houses in Palisades. That's what I
Oh,
saw.
maybe.
Anywho, Khloe Kardashian was like, "Hey, we're going to Costco to get rotisserie chickens." Or my friend is, here's her Venmo. Send money so she can go get Costco chickens. I'm like, bitch, you could
Yeah.
buy Costco.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you? Or if you were like, hey, whatever you Venmo, I'll match. Sure.
I agree.
But what the fuck is happening?
I agree.
How are people still trying to? It's like almost that she's being like, hey, look at how good of a person I am. But let me benefit off of you guys spending your money when I don't spend a goddamn dime.
I agree.
What the fuck is going on with that? Like, girl, you could own Costco, you and your family. You guys are probably more powerful than Costco anyways. How is it possible that you're not going and dropping 6 to 7 figures on trying to help your fucking city?
I agree.
You have that much money and you know that many people with that much money and you're not doing anything?
If
You're
now,
having other people pay for that
I'm
and
not-
you're taking the credit?
I don't know if she's not doing anything, but somebody like that who asks other people to donate should say out loud, I'm giving this amount.
You should just say, I'll match. Fuck the amount.
However,
she
yeah.
has so much
She could
money.
say, I'm giving $100,000.
Not enough.
It's a lot.
I know. but-
$100,000 is a lot of money.
Oh, trust
I'm
me.
giving $100,000 and here's the Venmo if you want to help. This is how I agree with you 100%, man. Not only that, dude, you know, I read something crazy about Khloe Kardashian giving the mayor of LA shit about water. Did you read, Matt, can you pull it up? I think Khloe Kardashian did on her property used over 100,000 gallons more water than allocated for a house to keep her landscape and shit green. Over 100,000 gallons. And I think Kim was over 200,000 gallons or something
Jesus
crazy like that.
fuck.
These fucks.
Get turf. Why don't we all just get turf?
To 100%, you fucks.
Like, why? Every place in Vegas, everywhere here, we have turf. You know why? Because it's fucking hot and we don't have water right now.
It's such a
Get turf.
It's such a bandwagon, hypocritical.
Yeah. Why are we not all at artificial grass? Why are we not all at turf right now?
Yeah,
What the fuck
I mean,
is going on? Like, I get it's not as soft and doesn't feel as good. Then no fucking lay on.
Take it easy.
No,
Yeah,
don't you tell me to take
I
it easy.
do think we should be people who live in the desert should lean towards a desert landscape.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Especially now with
Stop
the water.
with a rose garden. Get a rock garden. You know what I'm saying? Like some rocks.
But I'm with you. I think people like that, like although platform wise, like, you know,
But also,
we donated, you know, Miranda Lambert posted out, here's the link if you want to donate. This is for pets and for,
cool.
and so we donated there.
Hell yeah.
And she had said, you know, we raised over $200,000 or $250,000.
Hell yeah.
There is one thing about that I will say is their voice and the way they can amplify a link. It definitely helps. But
Agreed. I said the same thing.
at the same time, Khloe Kardashian should say, this is my city. I fucking grew up here. These are my people. I'm putting in $100,000. Who wants to hop on board?
That Kardashian family together should have put $1 million in.
I don't think there's any doubt.
But also, like, that's my thing. It's
And I'm
like,
not saying they didn't. I don't know anything about them.
I guarantee you we could look it up and they didn't.
I don't think you could look it up, but
But like, here's my thing. Also, is like, this is the one thing I am, because maybe also we just don't know who's donated behind the scenes.
you don't.
But like, I mean, then actually, you know what? I take back the comment I was going to say.
You don't
Because also it doesn't matter. Like the people who donate, like if I know there's probably a ton of celebrities who have donated to relief, but they just don't go fucking public with it because there's no need to go public.
This is the thing. Your mom and I donate. I never say who I donate to, and the only reason I'm doing I've gone like public with
the show is
because the more tickets I sell, the bigger the check I can send down. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, by the way, this is just not the Kardashians. This has to be most of the fucking people who live in the hills.
Yeah. So
Among the biggest names, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Hart, Kim Kardashian, third year of a punishing drought. And
yeah,
unprecedented
well,
water
but
shortage.
here's the thing, man, is that the only reason I had pointed her out is because she went online and eviscerated the mayor about lack of water. And maybe if she didn't water her azaleas 5 times a day, it
The
wouldn't be a problem.
celebrities were among more than 2,000 customers who recently were issued notices of exceedance by the Las Virgenes Municipal Water District.
But why don't they get fined a gazillion amount?
That's a great idea, indicating that they had surpassed 150% of their monthly water budgets at least 4 times since the agency declared a drought.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's kind of dick movie. It's a dick move.
Yeah. No shit.
It's a dick move. Now,
Hey, just a thought. Shut off their water.
well, that's what they said. The properties are now subject to the installation of flow restrictor devices.
Nice.
But why?
Get fake grass.
Yeah, dude.
Get fake grass.
All right. And guys, also the
Sorry.
whole argument about there's so much conspiracy stuff, you know, it's not climate change, it's blah, blah, blah. They didn't have that. It can be a lot of different things.
It's also
once.
climate change.
It can be a lot of different things at once, guys. It can be the fact that these winds are more powerful. It's basically a firestorm.
Yeah. Okay. Also, when the
And
winds are-
also,
go ahead.
so it can be a lot of things altogether. It can be weather, it can be climate change, and it can be negligence. It doesn't have to just be one. All those things. This is why we live in such a crazy black and white society. We're like, it's just this. It's a lot of things altogether.
Yeah, but also I want to say I legit am 100% calling out whoever is listening to this and doesn't believe in climate change. Read a fucking book. Read something. Like, notice that the environment is fucking collapsing and climate change is a real fucking thing. These winds are stronger than normal, but notice they've been moving north every year. So there's something in the climate. There's something that's changing. The universe, the fucking atmosphere, everything is fucking imploding on itself. If you don't believe that climate change is part of why this is happening, fuck off.
Well,
The climate change is part of this.
Here's
It just
the
100%
deal.
is.
I mean, climate change for some reason has become this hot button topic.
It's been a hot button topic for years.
Yeah, but like, I don't know why it divides people in such a crazy way. There's what, even if you don't believe it's man-made, you can't dispute that
You can't deny that it's not real. You
that the
can't
planet's getting hotter and the ice caps are melting.
You can't deny
and-
that the ice caps.
So like we should start where here's the thing, guys, as usual, start where we agree, not where we disagree. And there's no doubt some people would say that the planet heats up and cools down regularly and that it's not man-made. That's fine. But let's just start. It does. It's gone through ice age, heat, like
Yeah, sure, but
the
also-
planet has done that. There's
the-
no doubt about that.
But the ozone layer is fucking gone
I don't know enough about science to know that.
with the amount of pollution. The ozone
There's-
layer is being destroyed.
Listen, dude, I would lean towards
Science.
there absolutely being some man-made reasons for changing the climate.
That could also just be the climate, but also man-made reasons for the fires. There are now people who are purposefully starting fires so that they can loot buildings. Also, to those people, a big old fuck you.
Yeah, by
like
the way,
a big old fuck you to those
there are
people
people dressed as firefighters.
who are going to loot places. I saw that too, and a big old fuck you to you too.
I would say this, and you guys know that I'm generally a pretty even-keeled dude, but if when these guys get arrested, when their mugshots get taken, they don't bruises on their faces, you guys aren't doing it right.
Yeah, I can't wait till those mugshots are released because I will be taking a personal trip to LA with this.
I can't believe they didn't accidentally fall down a flight of stairs.
I'm amazed they didn't fall into a bottomless pit to never be found.
You're heated up.
Yeah, man. Like the fucking planet.
All right.
Back to it. All right. That's all the time we have today.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, the grapefruit video, and
Yeah.
then we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. This is extremely, guys. If you're listening to this, I need you to end up to go watch this because I need you to see all of what's about to happen. This video is a very important video to the archives of the internet, and this is going to sound crazy. Shout out to my boy Reilly.
Is it as funny as
Yes.
cake farts?
For me, this is funnier than cake farts.
Okay.
The audio is what's important. Also,
Okay.
sound.
What
to
you're
this.
going to do is be a woman of your word. Now, you have to get his penis erect. So what you're going to do is just suck his dick, just like you said you were going to do.
Sounded like she was
Once he's
washing a
nice and
golf
erect,
ball.
What you're going to do is replace the grapefruit from your mouth. You're going to twist up and down on his shaft and suck the head at the same time.
So it's like flavored.
It sounds like a car wash, dude.
Now, ladies, remember,
All right,
grapefruit
that's
is
it. You
also
can
a
pause
fat
it.
burner, so you
You
actually
can pause it.
losing weight while you
Losing weight while you're sucking dick?
Yeah, because the grapefruit, the enzymes in it. I don't know, but that's the video, and so
That noise, like it really sounded like,
That noise
you
is
know, when you go
crazy.
to a car wash
It's
and
the
you get the vacuum?
Yeah. So yeah, that's just like one of the most important videos on the Internet Archive. Just so you're welcome. Yeah, that's
I
that.
never see that.
That sound is one of the funniest things to ever hit the internet. It's so good. It makes me laugh.
Impressed.
Yeah, super funny. So I'm Captain Grapefruit in Reilly's phone.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. Or not. But
Yeah, it actually sounds worse. Now that I've seen the video, it actually sounds worse.
guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a really interesting episode. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of raised voices, a lot of fun little arguments, and a lot of serious shit as well. Thank you guys always for tuning in. We really, really appreciate you. None of this is possible without you guys. ComediaJoshua.com for tour dates and tickets. This comes out tomorrow, and we are in St. Louis this weekend, which is the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Yep.
I got it right. The week after, we are in Phoenix and Tempe, Arizona. I believe
Guys.
it's the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th.
Yeah, on the 23rd,
Oh, no, 23rd, 24th,
25th.
because we leave the 27th.
on the 23rd in Phoenix, I'm going to have a very special guest joining me on stage. You do not want to miss that one.
Guys, 2 more weekends in the States, and then we're down to the land down under. Come see us in Australia and New Zealand, Auckland. I'm only in New Zealand and Auckland, February 8th. The rest of that, you just get Josh Wolf, which should be a whole bunch of fun still. But all of Australia, I will be there. Adelaide, I believe, is already sold out. We have added a second show.
Mhm.
So go check out tickets for that. And all the other dates everywhere in the rest of this year. We're going on a fucking...
Perth, Adelaide, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane is where we are in Australia. Auckland, Hamilton, Rotorua,
What did you say?
Wellington, and Christchurch in New Zealand. I don't know how to pronounce it. Rotorua.
Okay, we'll have fun with that. But also, guys, for pretty much until summer, we are on a goddamn bender this year. So every weekend we're on the road. So come see us, come have some fun. Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms. Jake_Wolf on Instagram. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok. And as always, do something nice for someone today. Tell somebody you love them, especially those in LA. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Be good to each other, guys. Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.